Hey guys, it's Krista here with Outgrowing, and today we are getting ready for our first week of flower subscriptions, and so I'm super excited about that. This is the first of 5 weeks, so I want to just check in with you guys and basically go over a day in getting ready for the flower subscriptions and doing them. So to start off with, this paper here is a roll of like meat packing paper that I got from the wholesale club in the city. I got it like 3 years ago. You can actually buy, I think from Uline, I've seen, where you can buy pre-cut, like pre-squared floral paper already. But this works out fine for me when I bought this thing 3 years ago, and I'm going to use it up. It's super economical to do it this way, but it takes up your time to cut them. Now, if I had like maybe Mark's daughter here, she could help me out doing this, but I don't have her right now. So basically I go through and I cut all these into 18 by 18 squares. It's kind of what they work out to be. I need as many as humanly possible because I'm doing 5 weeks of the subscription. I have 25 people. I need 125 of these just for the subscription, but I plan to do as many markets, pop-ups, as many things as I possibly can over the next, till the end of September. I'm going to have so many flowers that I need to unload them all. So I plan to work my tail off as much as I can, and get rid of these, not get rid of these flowers, but to share my flowers with everyone. So that's what's happening. So I'll just show you guys what I do here with these papers because they are on a roll, which is, honestly, this is a fine way to do it. If you've got the time, like if I have a rain day and, which we've had plenty of, but we've had other things going on too, like the cattle fencing, or checking fence, just like other things happening where we haven't been able to just spend a day inside getting things done in here. So the house looks like a bombing off. I did clean it a little bit today, but it's just like when summertime comes, it is like game over for us. It is like the inside of the house falls apart, and then it's like takes me at least 2 months to try to like rein it all back in and get everything under control. But that happens. It's like ranch life and garden farm life. Like it's just, that just happens. And if I was here full time, it would be different. But because I'm only here on the weekends, it is like a shit show. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's the story of what happens around here. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to show you guys this paper. So I cut it into the square. I just fold it into a triangle to get it as square as possible, but it really doesn't matter, you guys. It does not matter how square it is. We're going to fold it up like so. So, I mean, I guess I can show you guys from your direction. I don't know if this will look better, but so we're just going to want to kind of take it up and fold it a little off, if you guys can see there. And they also do not need to be perfect. Like, it doesn't really matter how these look, just a general idea. And then we just press it down, because then when you wrap your flowers in it, it'll be like that. And then we just like staple them and put a sticker on them. Eventually I'm going to have I do have a stamp. Eventually I'm just going to use the stamp instead of stickers. Stickers are expensive and they just, I mean, these just go in the garbage anyway. So it's like, save the stickers for something else. But yeah, so that's basically how that goes. And then you just stapler and you're good to go. So I want to get, today I'm going to make up 30 of these just because I have 25 in my subscription, but I'm going to try to get back 30 bouquets, which I should be able to do. What is ready out there, my friends? Well, for one, here at the ranch, there is an abundance of wildflowers. I'm telling you guys, it is like so full of life up here. I can't even describe it. Like where I live is more dry and arid. And I mean, yes, there can be rain and stuff, but on the whole, it is pretty dry. Lots of agriculture, lots of farming, lots of spraying, which whatever, we farm too, so it's not like I'm not against that. But it is very evident that the moisture, the pasture land, like just the native grasses, like the untouched land out here, it is so spectacular. The flowers out here are unbelievable right now. I go outside and just around the ranch, like there is flowers and patches of these things blooming like crazy. And in fact, this is probably the most I've ever seen them blooming, because I mean, we've had so much rain that it's just, oh my gosh, the flowers are unreal. So I am using some of our wildflowers from out here as part of these bouquets today because they're so gorgeous and I do not want to miss out on them. Then in our garden, well, we've got, what my main key thing is, this is my little map, you guys, of what we're growing. I have this on my phone so that I can look at it and check it all out. But what we have, I mean, we're just starting flower season, but what has really, really got me going this week, which in my head, I'm like, maybe I should wait until next week, but the ranunculus are blooming and I do not want to miss them. Like, I do not want to. I tried to grow them last year. I couldn't grow them, or like I just planted them too close to the hollyhocks, and the hollyhocks basically, and they weren't close, but the hollyhocks got like 12 feet tall. They got insanely huge and they just toppled, like they just took over this whole area. Like it was, so anyways, it basically smothered out my ranunculus and my anemones. And I learned a big valuable lesson last year. But I will say, I didn't grow a whole big bunch of them because it was like an experimental year. And then I wasn't even going to grow them this year. I was like, nah, I don't think that's for me. But then I'm like, I'm not a quitter. Like, I'm going to try one more year because they're very cool looking flowers. I'm going to try one more year and see how it goes. And well, to my surprise, the ranunculus are growing fabulously this year. So I'm super excited about those. Those are growing. Then I have Facilia, which is also very cool and beautiful. These are beautiful purple flowers, so they're very funky looking. And those are blooming, and I have succession planted them, and I want to go and cut them all down so that they continue. And so they're ready to go right now. Those ranunculus. There is Saponaria, which is new to me. I'm not entirely sure how that is going to look. Like, it almost looks a very, like, I think that the flowers are going to be pink. And yeah, these little pink flowers, but they were just about to open up yesterday, so I'm hopeful that today they are open and that they are starting to open. So we have those, some baby's breath. I do believe yesterday the baby's breath was all starting to bloom as well. And I want to cut it down and I want to use it up. I have it succession planted, but I also want to continue to plant it. So I'm going to, if it's ready to go, I'm going to use that today. What else is ready? Sweet Annie is definitely ready. I just don't know if there's quite enough of it yet. But I'm wondering if that's not one of the ones where we got to cut it. It'll just keep growing. I don't know. Like, lots of things are new for me. So as I go, I kind of research like them as cut flowers and whatever else. But, oh, the yarrow's ready. I got tons of that. That's ready to rock and roll. So we have flowers and we have enough of them. So I am going to go and I'm going to get picking the flowers. So that's kind of what we got going on. So I just want to touch base with you guys and do our very first flower subscription with you so you guys know what we get up to. And honestly, this is, okay, I was just on a cruise in Alaska. This is a cool little story. So I was just on a cruise in Alaska with my mom and my sister. And so for one, I want you guys to see, like, I am in the kitchen at the ranch and it is very small. And this is, oh, zipper's undone. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen at the ranch and it is pretty small. And I always feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I had a space to, like, just have all the flowers with a cooler in it and everything and just whatever. Anyways, we were on this cruise in Alaska and there was, like, a flower workshop. So we could go take this flower workshop and then basically it was basically like take the flower workshop and then sign up to do it, build your own bouquet. Of course I had to do it because, I mean, anywhere there's like fresh flowers, I'm all for that. So sign up to do it, and Humphrey was the guy's name, and he was from the Philippines and he was a lovely human. And I said, Humphrey, could you take me on a tour of where you do all the flowers? Okay, so there's 2,600 passengers. It is the Holland America Koningsdam ship. 2,600 passengers, 900 staff. And you think this guy would have a flower shop that was massive. Well, so yeah, he's like, yeah, I'll take you there after we do the bouquets. Okay, awesome. So he takes me in there and it is literally, there's a big cooler. So there's a big cooler that's maybe 6 by 6. I'm going to say, like, it not huge by any means. His workspace was like, well, let's say 10 by 10. maybe 8 by 8. Like, honestly, it wasn't very big, but there was like a working table. So anyways, he has this tiny little space, and he every week had to build, do, I think it was like 400 arrangements each week for each new ship. So we got off the ship at, we had to be off at like 9 in the morning. Everybody had to be off the ship, and they were getting new passengers by, I think, like 10:30. Your room wasn't ready until that afternoon. So basically he had, in his little space, he had like just 5-6 hours to whip up all these bouquets. And then like you can order, like say I wanted to say call and or place an order for fresh flowers in our room for that day. Well, so the first day he had to do like 400 or 300 some fresh flowers for all over the ship, plus like 190 some fresh bunches for orders on the ship, like where people ordered them to their room. And so he was just, I think that's how it is. My sister will probably correct me on this because I have a terrible memory. Maybe it was like 400 altogether or whatever, but like it still blows my mind that he had to do all this in this tiny little flower space. Well, so all my bitching and complaining or grumbling about like, oh, I wish I had a bigger space, that's no more. I saw what can be done in his little space, and whatever, we can do anything. So if you feel like you need to have the perfect space, the perfect setup to do flowers, other than having a garden, you need not much. You do not need much else after having a garden to grow them all in. You don't need much to make the flowers. That's all I gotta say, because I saw, and I mean, we're talking like this guy, he made so many flowers, and he had big, beautiful tropical flowers. Like, they weren't all my favorite flowers because I like the more wildflower type flowers, but I mean, heck, he had the big Gerber daisies, he had delphinium, he had lisianthus, we had ferns, he had banana leaves, like he had all this cool stuff. It was amazing. So I'm not going to complain about my workspace anymore. The only thing is that it is in our house, so I constantly have to be cleaning it, but that's okay. There's worse things to worry about. But anyways, you guys, I just want to check in with you. We're going to head outside here once I get these all done and ready to go, and then I will check in with you guys when we are cutting flowers. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, you guys, I hope you can see me. Anyways, we are here. This is the Facilia. Have you guys ever grown this before? I have not, and I am super pleasantly surprised. This flower is my jam. So it's kind of wild looking, it's got good greenery, and so I was reading up a little bit about it, and you want to pick it when the flowers are starting to open. I got a succession planted in the rows here. So, okay, this one, if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see me or not. This one here is it's probably been blooming a bit too long now, because you can see it's starting to brown. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but anyways, look at how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna go and snip them all down, the ones that are ready, and these are going in. I think they are absolutely stunning. Like, this is my jam, this is my style. So excuse the grater in the background. Anyway, so I'm gonna snip those, you guys. I got little bugs all over them, but they are like the coolest looking things. Like, they're so cool looking. I don't know. Can you guys? They're neat. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna start snipping down the ones that are ready to go. And for you. Oh. Nice. Anyway, sorry for the bee interruption. I'm gonna run them inside, and then I'm gonna pick the ranunculus right now too. I can see they're blooming down here, they're blooming up here, and I have a few in the perennial bed that are blooming as well, so I'm gonna go pick those right now, and get those done. Then the yarrow after that, and I'll see what else is happening. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys here in a bit. I'm just gonna get cracking because it is pretty hot out, so I just want to get this done so I don't want to drag on the video too much. But I will pick a few other things and then I'll meet you guys inside when we are going to assemble the bunches. So there it is, folks. That's the old garden. Flowers, veg, everything for your viewing pleasure. So we'll check you guys in a bit here. Okay, so you guys, I picked all the flowers and this is my last bucket, the yarrow, and it's so pretty. Check out all the beautiful colors. It's so good. Anyways, that's my last bucket that I need to pick, and everything else is inside the house. I've been just going for it because I'm hot. It's hot out, it's humid, and I don't think it's gonna get any better. And I do have a little concern for it to be raining later on. So I'm not waiting till later to pick anything. I just did it all right now. It's about 1:30 my time. So I'm done with picking flowers for the day. I'm putting some water on the garden, and I'm gonna let these all sit and rehydrate for a few hours. And I'm just gonna come back out here and get some weeding and whatnot done. And then I will go inside probably, you know, with the hottest part of the day here in a couple hours. And then I will start making those bouquets. So we'll see you guys then. Holy heck, you guys. Honestly, I think I was just melting outside. There is not even a gust of wind out there. So I just said to heck with it. I'm going inside now and I'm going to make these bunches. So I'm just getting ready. I've just got my buckets here on the floor. I got them all sanitized. That's what I'm going to put the flowers in once I get them made. I'm just going to set up my station. So what I do is I bring all the flowers onto the island, and then I can walk around the island and pick up the flowers. So I'll show you guys once I get that going, but I'm inside now. It's like 3 o'clock. It is so scorchy outside, and I just can't do the heat like I used to. Times have changed a lot for me. I used to love sitting in the sun and basking in it, but now I just can't do it as much. So perfect timing for me to come inside. So I'm just gonna get everything ready and then we'll connect in a minute here. So here's our flower assortment. These peonies are not going to be used. They were just opened up, and so I figured I might as well pick them and I'll take them home for myself for a day or two. There are a couple that might make it into a bouquet or two. Not too sure, that we're not guaranteeing that one, but the ones that are wide open are for me, so forget that. So this is our Sweet Annie. That's for some greenery. Here are those beautiful ranuncs. I thought there was way more of them opening up than there actually was, but that's okay. I picked all of them that there was, and we're gonna use them because they're beautiful. This is the bucket of, there's Gaillardia, there's Rudbeckia, and then there are these are really cute wildflowers. These. So they open up to be purple flowers, but I like little purple flowers, but I love them like this, so I'm using them. I wouldn't even know what they are, actually. I should look that up. These are called the Scarlet Paintbrush, Wild Daisies, the Facilia, which, okay, I want to show you guys that again. Like, look at how cool that is. And then they spiral around almost like a fern. Those are so awesome. I'm loving those. And then we have our yarrow. And so that's what's going to be making up our bunches today. I'm super excited, and I'm going to try for 30 bunches with all of these flowers. What do you guys think? Think I can do it? I think I can. This is my little station. So I've got my papers, my flower food, my elastics. I need to get a better one of these, a stapler, and my stickers for our bundling them up. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so I forgot to finish my video yesterday. I got so busy doing the flowers and everything. But here I am, I'm loading them up to take them home. So I transport them in these buckets because they're very stable. I just got these buckets at the dollar store. They're just black garbage cans. They're great, they work awesome. So yeah, I just want to show you guys here. Maybe not that, it doesn't matter actually. So here would be, it's a little squished in there right now, but here would be one of our bunches, and that is what I charge $25 for. Yeah. And so there's a couple extra in here today just because I'm taking a couple back for some people that asked for some. I was hoping to have 30 bunches, but I ran out of the ranunculus and I had a few extra peonies that I used. So I decided instead of trying to just cram them full with the filler flowers, I just went with the 27 flower bunches, and then that'll be it. So I won't have any extra for sale. But you guys, that is gonna do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, that's them. They're so pretty. They turned out awesome. They're beautiful. They turned out amazing. I love them. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll check you guys next time.